Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Free Speak. I am your host, Michael. Hello, good morning. It's nice to see you again. Well, actually, it's not nice to see you because I don't see you. I always start with one of these comments of saying something to the camera and then being like, well, actually, that's not the way that it is. So, good morning. It's nice to see you back again on this lovely Tuesday, Wednesday morning, because as we have already established, I film these videos before and you see them later. I need to stop doing that so I can hold up the mystique that they are the same day, so that way you feel connected. Because by doing this, I date the video and you're like, oh wow, I don't get to talk to him. Anyways, I will stop doing that for you guys, unless it's something that you want to hear. So, comment what you would like to do if you would like me to say Monday, or say Tuesday to Wednesday, or just say hello and then not refer to what day it is. Anyways. Yeah. Hi. How was your weekend? Really? That's so cool. Did you do anything awesome? Tell me about it. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a gloomy morning here in Kansas City. It's a little gloomy, but it's okay. We'll get through it. Yeah. I had a weekend. What did I do this weekend? Oh yeah, I remember. I worked. I literally worked all weekend, which was all right. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but again, it wasn't fantastic. It was work. So I made money, which is good. Money's always a nice thing to have. You know, you get you know. Yeah. I've been busy. I've gotten a lot of stuff done with YouTube with my friends that we're working on some stuff. I've got rehearsals for a musical that I'm in. I've been working, I've been going to school, I've been getting good grades. There's a lot going on and a lot at stake. But we're here and we're gonna talk for a little bit. Devote a couple minutes to just talking. Typically I don't know what I'm talking about. So again, here I am, just like always, and I don't know what to talk about. But we'll figure it out, because that's what we do. We talk about awesome stuff. Yeah. Did you guys see Raving Rabbids released a new game for the iPhone? It is hilarious. It is hilarious. I love it. Beautiful. I have grown up with them. Actually, yeah, that's pretty cool. We got exposed to it. We went over to someone's house and they had Raving Rabbids, and it's if you don't know what that is, it's a game created by Ubisoft, and they have this. I'm trying to think what it is. It's a game. It's a bunch of mini games basically. So you have to shake, and it was for the Wii. So you had to get past this stadium, and you had to pass these mini games. And if you won the mini game, you got a plunger, and you eventually got to get out of the whatever you were stuck in. But this game was hilarious. These bunnies were maniac, cynical, crazy things. And then you were Raymond, Raymond from Rayman Adventures. You're like, woohoo! That guy. So he interacted with the Raving Rabbids, which was great. And that was the first one I remember, is that first game. But then they came out, and I not necessarily have been super loyal, but nonetheless, I have always tried to keep track of what's going on with them. They had a first game that was fantastic. The second game was alright. It was, they switched more from Raymond being involved to just the rabbits. And these rabbits were trying to take over the world. It was hilarious. I loved it so much. And you can still play video games, you can still play the mini games. It was great. Actually, there was a moment, okay, this was beautiful. We were playing through the second one in our family. And we were playing through, it's not like a shoot 'em up, but kind of. Like, you shoot the bunnies and you make sure you hit everyone because you want to stop the invasion. So you do that, right? But you do it in different parts of the world. Like, they had Paris, they had Rome, not Rome, they had Paris, they had China, they had America, and so you would basically it was a live action, someone filmed first person going off and doing these things, and then they had animated the game into it, which was great. I loved it. It was such a cool concept. Anyways, they filmed in Paris, right? So they filmed on the streets, you're walking down, you're going to the dock, you're coming out of the opera house. It was really cool to look. But then we went to Paris and we found the spot that they were filming in. It was, like, we had done it. Like, we had went and done exactly the same thing. We had, walked around, and I remember getting the camera and imitating, the thing. I was really tempted to just edit in the rabbits myself and be like, oh, look, I can create this too. But it was so cool. And the same thing with New York. We also got to see the places where they filmed in New York, and it was just, it was amazing. And that's video games. I love playing video games. I grew up playing video games. I also played board games, so I wasn't lazy. That's debatable. I was lazy. I wasn't that lazy because I still did stuff, but everyone's lazy. So, moving on. Loved Raving Rabbids 2. 2 was great, fantastic, lots of fun lots of fun mini games to play. It was good. Then they came out with something else, and they called it, I can't remember what they called it, but it was like Dash to the Moon, or The Quest for Stuff, I think. No, I think that's a different mini game. Anyways, they had another game that was about collecting stuff. So you played as the Rabbids, and the first two you had played as antagonists to the Rabbids, and then in the third one you played as the Rabbids, and it was more of a traditional crazy minigame. Like, you would go around and you would destroy anything that you could, and you loaded up your shopping cart with stuff, because they had the idea that if they had enough stuff they could climb to the moon. The concept of these games are ridiculous. I don't know what's going on either. So I just played it because it was fun and the characters were great. The bunnies screaming were hilarious. But their whole premise was that they were trying to get to the moon, so they were trying to obtain all the stuff that they could. I never actually finished that game. Like, I bought it, I played it, never finished it. So I can't tell you what happens at the end. And then when they released their phone game today, or not today, a couple days ago, I absolutely was on board to play and to see what's going on. Because, and then this one is really weird. It's about, basically, one of the bunnies has drank an energy drink, and he needs to puke. So he runs like not Temple of Doom. Temple Dash? Was it Temple Dash? I can't remember. Anyways, Temple Run, yeah. So he runs similar to Temple Run, 3 lanes, you can switch, you can jump, Subway Surfer, all of the good stuff. But he's running because he needs to. Because he needs to puke. So I don't understand the full concept of why. I can't tell you his motivation, but that's what happens, and that's why it's an interesting game. I love it. Yeah, I spent a really long time just talking about those video games. I apologize, but yeah, I think it's to make a point with all of this. I think it's important that children have their imagination cultured and expanded. Now, arguably, video games might not do that, but at the same time, they might also do that. So we really don't know. Well, no, there are studies out for everything, and I'm not saying that video games are the way to cultivate creativity in your kids. I don't even have kids, so I can't give advice for this reason. You are a parent that's responsible, so do what you think is right. Do the right thing. Do the right thing and train your kids. But I honestly remember I loved playing video games, and there were so many cool things that you could learn. When the Wii was first released, it was awesome. You know, we would play bowling, we would play tennis, we would play the mini game with ping pong. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it wasn't imaginative, but it got us involved and got the family talking. It was a family console. A lot of the imaginative elements come from creative video games, like being able to understand hand-eye coordination, being able to develop these motor skills and understanding of problem solving. Like, I loved playing the Lego games, Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman, Lego Indiana Jones. Those games were a lot of fun, and you just had to solve puzzles, you walked around and did different tasks. I mean, that was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed that, and I felt that it taught me something. It taught me a little bit of problem solving. Not necessarily the best. I think that if you do puzzles and I loved Griddlers. There's a great, it's a Chinese or Japanese picture puzzle, and you have to color in squares and match them up, and you form a picture at the end. It was fantastic. I personally really loved it, and I thought it taught me some great skills. But with video games, I think there are certain games that are, beneficial. I can't say, and I'm not dogging on anyone, but like, I never got into Call of Duty. That's not something that I had. I didn't have an Xbox. I had PlayStation and a Wii. So I played with more Nintendo and Sony games. So I didn't really have the experience of running around and shooting and all that good jazz. It wasn't something that I had. But I'm not saying that doesn't also help with something. I played a lot more, again, puzzle problem solving games. So Lego everything. Mario was alright, not a lot of problem solving there, just a lot of jumping and having fun. The Blob was another good one that I had. There's defense tower games that I had. I'm trying to think what else I spent a lot of time on. Ape Escape is another fantastic, loving franchise of mine. I love Ape Escape. I thought the creators did such a great job with it. Beautiful. But that was also, again, more coordination, a little bit of puzzle and problem solving. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents on it. I think there are places for video games to be beneficial. I think recently with the game that I'm into right now, with Minecraft, I think there's a lot of good things coming as a result of it. I think it's a matter of creativity, so you can build and inspire, and you're building this world that you can build houses, you can build weapons, you go out and explore, defend yourself. That is forcing you to do things. It's forcing you to, like, be creative and ration out, okay, well, I need to go get wood so I can make this, and you're kind of building this association in their mind, and I think that's really great. Yeah. But that is something, and the same thing with, like Mario Party or other multiplayer games. What was it? Nintendo's game where you can come in and play all these mini games from other worlds. Nintendo World. I loved it. I mean, that builds a community with the people you play with. Like, one player is obviously not as fun, but you can have fun with all your friends. You can sit together and you can build a fellowship, and I think that's an important element of development. Pikmin, loved Pikmin. Pikmin is another one of my, loyal to the brand. I love that game. I think it's beautiful, and I think it has a lot to offer. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents about video games, the games that I play. I could talk about so much more. And I probably will, but that's my 2 cents. Again, thank you for coming in and tuning in and watching. As always, leave a comment, share the video, like the video. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting me. And as always, I will have as always, yeah, that's a stealing from other people. I will have new videos out coming up this Friday. New video out again. Thank you guys. Love you. Have a great day.